Hey man, what up? You already know. Sorry, actually I turned on the radio. Hey, so look, man. Um, you guys got to be patient, man. You got to be patient. Like I said, man, it's not about if you're gonna make money in crypto. It's about when. You know what I'm saying? If you bought Bitcoin at the height of 20K back in 2017. It's not that you didn't make money today. If you held that whole time, it's not like you didn't make money. You tripled up, you know what I mean? But you had to wait for the market to come back to do that. Now, I don't think we're going to have to wait 3 or 4 years for that to happen. But you're going to have to wait, man. You're going to have to be patient. It's a like waiting game of waiting for the market to mature and stabilize, to a point where you feel like you are up. And that's the whole thing about getting in early. And I'm not saying early like, getting into Bitcoin at $5 a coin. I'm just saying like, I'm sure you spent weeks and months, thinking about whether you should do it or if you should get into it and as that time was going by, the market goes. Anytime there's a possible investment opportunity that you're thinking about, for me, for what we do, like I buckle down and I might spend the next 3-4 days and all I'm doing is looking at information about one particular topic, and I might watch like, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8 hours worth of video and find out things and ask people on Twitter or go on Clubhouse and ask people about it on Clubhouse, find rooms that have things to do with it, ask people about it, whatever, you know what I mean? But I get my information. If I don't already know somebody who knows about it, I get the information and then, I make a decision like that, like right away. The latest decisions that we made, right, me and my boy made, was jumping into 2 things, right? The first one was Townstar, and I did a video on that and what you could do in that. But the second one was, and it's not like it's new, but we really started taking it serious. And it's the veve app, VEVE app, right? Because we've been buying Ecomi for a while now, man. I think over a year now. We've been just buying Ecomi, a bunch of Ecomi, and we have been, stacking it. Like I said, maybe 2-3 months ago, I'm only buying Ecomi and MetaHero right now, and I think it's because we are looking at the NFT space and how it's exploding, and what the potential, for a profit is. And it's, you got to kind of know what you're doing. You got to get familiar. You got to know what you're buying. But veve is an app that hosts copyright, like the copyright rights, right? The licensing rights for creating NFTs for Marvel, DC, Pokemon. I mean, you name it, like literally anything. Disney, all kind of stuff. All right, so I know everybody wants to be like, oh man, NFTs is just digital pictures, like who cares, dude? Yo, the thing is that these are items that are collectibles right now in real life. And these collectibles in real life are already worth a bunch of money. 20,000, 50,000, 80,000, 100,000, 300,000. These are real life collectibles from these brands, from these, animated universes that are already worth money in real life. So to think that they won't be worth as much on the blockchain, I mean, you're just allowing the fact that it's on the internet to, create like a cognitive dissonance about, how you structure the value there. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So I want you to understand that these things are sought after in the metaverse. It's like, I can't explain it, man. It's just, these things are valuable, dude. I don't know what to tell you, man. So you could buy something for like, $60 and sell it for $1,500 same day, maybe $400 same day. You know what I mean? You could buy something for $100 and wait a week and it might be worth like 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what you buy and if you get into it. And then there's some other items where the more you spend, the more, you know, the higher the value scaling, you know what I mean, occurs, right? It becomes worth more and faster. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing you bought is more, it's more rare, it's more sought after, it's more valuable. So like, man, we put some money in, and what we did was we have a really good friend of ours, and we said, hey man, you know, how about we just, you know, invest with you? You know what I mean? Like we pool some money together, pool our resources together, and you're the subject matter expert, and you know, you decide what to buy and what we should own, and you know, you use the funds that we have, because we're still learning, and we sure did do that, and now we're up 150%, in 10 days. You know what I'm saying? And it's been pretty good, especially in the down market. And it's going so well. And the thing is, right, is if you're making money like that in a down market, when everybody else is losing money or breaking even or just hodling through, that's like a major sign. That's a key indicator that that market is very strong. It's a very strong market. And the reason why it's strong is because it's not based off of, you know, a coin's performance. It's based off of the rarity of what you bought. And so this is how it works, man. So you have, so the NFT drops, right? It's all digital. Matter of fact, there's like a vault that you have that can store your NFTs. It's like a little museum digitally in the digital space. It's also, you can also take an NFT and place it in AR. So like, you know, I could put it on my dashboard of my car and with my phone, like look at it and walk around it and things like that. It's pretty dope. And then there's a option for interoperability. So if a game comes out that utilizes those NFTs that you have, you can literally just transfer the NFT to the game, to your wallet in that game, and now use that NFT in real life. So like, you know, let's say you bought a Steamboat Mickey, which is the first Disney NFT. If you bought that, you know what I'm saying, you could transfer that Steamboat Mickey into a game, in like a real game that you would play, and then use that as a character. You know what I mean? If you had the Todd McFarlane Batman, whoo, which is, man, that thing's worth quite a bit right now. If you had the Todd McFarlane Batman, you know what I'm saying? I think that Batman, if you have like a rare, it's worth like 30 G's or something like that. If you have the Todd McFarlane Batman and you have a game that would allow you to transfer that NFT into the game, you'd be walking around the game with a $30,000 character. Like, people would see you and be like, oh, snap. It's like showing up in a Rolls, you know what I mean? Or a Bentley or something like that, you know? So, you know, and that's cool. And then you can also trade it. You could rent that Todd McFarlane out. You know what I mean? You can leverage against it. You can use it as collateral on a loan. And you may have paid $100, $1,000 for the Batman. You know what I'm saying? And that value just grows, man. It just grows. So on veve, what you do is you buy gems, which are worth $1 a piece, right? And you basically use those gems to buy these NFTs. The thing is, you got to be there right when it drops, because when it drops, people, like, there's, you know, 100,000 people trying to buy it at the same time. You might not get it, right? And there's some tricks that people can use. You got to look it up. Tricks that people use to buy, you know, NFTs, to make sure they get something. And then once you buy the NFT, it's either going to be a common, which is not worth as much, but it still could be worth something. It still could be worth a profit, you know what I mean? But you have a common, an uncommon, a rare, an ultra rare, a super rare, or a secret rare, all right? And as you go up the chain, you know, these things become way more valuable, right? Like a secret rare is hella more valuable than an uncommon or a common, you know what I'm saying? And then also, if you bought a common, an uncommon, rare, a secret rare, a super rare, an ultra rare, or whatever, right? You bought the whole set, right? If you bought the whole scale, then you also can get airdropped other NFTs from the same artist, right? So some people who have an entire set of something, they got airdropped, another NFT from the same artist that might be worth like 3 or 4K, right? 5K, you know what I'm saying? And these are, as more people join the app, like right now the veve app is still really small. I think it's still under 1 million users. If the veve app if it gets 5 million or 8 million or 10 million users on the app, the value of these items become worth a lot more. You know what I mean? Not only that, but the marketplace becomes way more saturated. Like the people who are buying today, early on, right now, you know what I mean? If it's under 1 million users and there's a projection to be 10 million users in the future, you know what I'm saying? Then you're here before 90% of the users. If you like all the season 1 is what they call them, the season 1 NFTs that drop now. I mean, these are going to be considered the OG original, pieces that people have been buying or that are NFTs and whatnot. And so looking at it like that, getting in now, you can start to really see, how this game goes. Look, man, you got to do your own research. I can't give you 8 hours worth of game, what I'm saying, in a 10-minute video or whatever. But you have to literally just type into YouTube how to buy on veve. What are good NFTs to buy? Blah blah blah. Look up what the real world value of some of these items are, because DC, Batman, Superman, that's been around for like 50 years. X-Men and Spider-Man and all that's been around for 50 years. You can find the real world comics and figurines and whatnot. You can find all that, and you can see the value of all that, and that'll give you an indicator as to whether or not you should invest in this other NFT. And also, keep in mind, if you don't get an NFT on the first try or the drop, go to the secondary market. There's some people who, maybe they have like 10 accounts and they buy like 10 of these things at a time, and they might flip like 3 or 4 of them for a profit. Yeah, you paid more than $60, but if I paid $1,000 for something that's going to be worth $50,000, I mean, whether I paid 400 or 1,000, it doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Like, I did good. You know what I mean? I did great on that. So yeah, man, that's my 2 cents. All right, that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm seeing it. That's what I'm doing. I'm only telling you guys, everything I tell you guys is stuff I'm doing. I'm not telling you guys stuff I don't do, right? So yeah, man, hope it all works out for you. Holla at me if you got any questions. Love you. Be safe. Peace.